Hi guys, red cabbage. You might have seen this one before. I bought it so I could make some litmus liquid, fluid, whatever, for testing the acidity of things. Basically, you chop it up into bits, boil it up in water, the water turns red, and then if you put something acidic with it, it changes, well, it goes redder, and if you put something alkali with it, it goes blue, and various colours in between. Anyway, we didn't just throw it away after I'd used the bit I wanted. We did use some of it for our evening meals, sliced up with our salads, but there's still a lot of it left, and it's beginning to go a little bit soft. So I'm going to run this. I can never pronounce the name, so we'll say waving cat. You can see his arm is just waving a bit. He's actually currently on a solar panel, but there isn't actually any sun out there. So there's just enough to move him a bit. In fact, that's moving a bit faster now. I must have just changed the angle. No, I've stopped it again. Anyway, what I'm going to do is this one I actually rigged up with a dummy battery, so we don't have to modify him at all to get him to run off that solar panel. And I'm going to do the same thing. I've got another one of those dummy batteries. I'm going to put in there. And then I've made up a lead with one magnesium and one copper that will plug into that and plug him into the cabbage and see what happens. If I can plug it in. Oh, that one's been in the sun a lot. It's actually melted. There we go. Yeah, it's just cracked where it's melted. It's dried out in the sun. Anyway, that shouldn't stop it working. Can we just push that straight in? Right, got magnesium in there. Now copper. Are we going to get any movement? I might get a knife and push that magnesium in a bit better, because that was a bit of a struggle. Well, we're in. Nothing much happening. I was hoping for a bit more than that. Can't see that. Okay. Oh, I was hoping for a bit more than that. It's only about half a volt. We need about 0.8 for it to run. That was less than I expected. I thought we'd do a bit better than that. Let's move the camera a bit. Uh, 0.6. We really need at least 0.8 to get a good start. It'd be better with 3 times that. Let's disconnect that and see what we're getting without the load. Oh, that's better. That's 1.45. Can we actually see that meter? Yes, we can. Nearly 1.5. Let's just change that scale a minute. I bought this meter in a charity shop and it's a bit intermittent. Well, that says 1.4. 1.45. So that bit's all right, but when we put the load on it, oh, pushing it in the wrong way round now. Yeah, 0.6. So this is putting quite a load on it. Just check we haven't got a poor contact underneath. Sun's come out now. Yeah, that's disappointing. I thought we'd do better than that. I'll have a little think. Well, if it hasn't got enough power to run that cat, we'll just see if it can run this clock instead. Because I can do the same thing. I can take the battery out. Take that one out. Nah, it's not enough to run the clock either. See what that's dropping down to. Well, that's saying 1.5. So that tells me that's just not connected. I haven't got the battery fully home. still not enough. Yeah, that's dropped to 0.6 again. Just move my hand out of the way. You can't really see that meter, can you? But yeah, that drops to 0.6 when it's got a load on it. Oh well, looks like we won't be doing a red cabbage one. I suppose the only other thing I can do is try one of the solar rockers. Solar snowman would be the obvious one, because he's just along the front there. Right, solar rocker. I've disconnected him from his magnesium strip. So the red wire is the positive going to the copper, which is actually the white wire going to the positive copper on that one. And then the black wire is the negative, which was going to that magnesium. It's now going to that magnesium on the cabbage, and he's running fine on the cabbage. So obviously clock draws too much current. I've got that disconnected now. And that cat draws too much current. But the solar rocker does run on the red cabbage, which is not what I wanted. I wanted that cat. Well, I've just connected the cat back up again, and you can probably see it is just moving. Just the tiniest bit. You have to focus on the arm and compare it to something next to it to see that it's actually moving. But it is moving on the cabbage. Just. What I'll do is I'll leave it there. And see if the cabbage goes rots a bit more, whether that increases the voltage or not. Obviously that cabbage is going to stink if we leave it for too long, but no, we'll leave it for now, see what happens. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.